Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday to everyone. Um, and yeah, I'm just coming out here, you know, do my daily routine because I want to stay healthy for the rest of my life. Especially during the daytime. Even though if I'm not too uncomfortable with that, I can always come out here anytime. All right. Anyway, so let's talk about this healthy hair pretty quickly. Um, uh, I know my hair has been growing lately because, you know, we have decided to wait much longer before I started to get my hair cut, you know. So, because it's obviously sometimes that um, their hair was growing way too fast, and now I was shockingly to see that 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 it was raining for the past couple of weeks, and especially when it's windy out here. Oh my God, I was gonna say my hair just totally messed up, and then I had to go to the bathroom or the restroom, and I have to put some jelly first, or I should say that hairspray or whatever. Yeah, make sure you need to put all your hair naturally. And then you're gonna brush your hair real neat, so it can look much nicer and a much healthier hair that will actually live in a healthy hairstyle. So, you know, I was gonna wait for someone, to, wait until they come back from the vacation, and we said nope. We don't have time, have time to be waiting for you because, and we said we're sorry. We got to go to another barber shop, get our haircuts, you know. But anyway, and yeah, and make sure that you need to take a shower, um, take a shower. Wash your hair with cold water, Put some, put some shampoo, wash it real good, nice and gently. Then rinse it with cold water. And after that, put another shampoo one more time. Rewash it, and then finally rinse it with water. Okay. Because I know, like like when I was like little, and I used to have scalp all over my head. I was like, man, and I literally just told my parents and said, why do you have scalp all over the place? And I said, man, I had too many itches all over my head also. And I was like, I can't believe this was happening to me, because I remember that when I was like 13 or 14, because I remember that my family told me, and said, they said, I never liked your hair because your hair was too short, And I was like, man, what? And I said, what the hell had happened to your long hair? I like it very long, And I said to myself, my hair is just not, it's just not a way to grow, not a way to grow that very much, So, but anyway, because I really love my hair so much, because people can actually tell that they really like my haircut, and all they say, what, it's just looking good, And by the time, because when I have a girlfriend one day, and she's gonna come to me and said, hey Chris, I love your hairstyle, I wanted a man who has just hairstyle just like you, And I'm like, I'll be damned, and wait and see until you get a big surprise from her, But Well, yeah, you know, because, you know, everybody, you know, has their, you know, their different personality about their hairstyle. You know, I'm the one, and, I, you know, after I finish, you know, taking a shower, you know, I saw, you know, that my hair was too wet. You know, make sure that you need to get uh, a hair blow dryer. Make sure you dry it out completely, and then you won't even have to worry about that for the rest of your day. All right. You know, sometimes it's just that, you know, um no matter how much I've liked so far, you know, because the next time when my hair grows again, I'll be able to go back and get a haircut for the second time. You know, it's not the first time that I did, but that's how you do it that way. You know. All right. Anyway. But yeah, you know, make sure you gotta you know, wash your hair nicely, that you won't have no scalps on you. All right. Okay. All right, guys. I wanted to end this video for today. I just wanted to say thank you all very much for that. I hope someone or anybody will come to you, you know, have a perfect relationship, you know, who will be by your side for the rest of your life. All right. I hope everybody have a great weekend. You know, be safe out there. You know, make sure that you put your cap on, that, because I know it's getting hot out there. You know, while I was walking through the medical building, you know, so, and I hope I will get my cap soon, so my hair won't messed up badly with that. All right. Thank you. Take care, and God bless y'all. Keep your head up and enjoy the rest of your day.